is going to bring up his past. I want you to take a look. They wanted to talk about 8 incidents involving former Officer Chauvin dating back to 2014. The judge is allowing in 2 of them. Let's take a look at the first one here. And this one, well, you look at it, it looks like Derrick Chauvin did what was correct. It's August 2015. He rendered aid to a person who was intoxicated, suicidal man, handcuffed him on the ground, immediately put him in a side recovery position, helped transport him to the hospital, and received a recommendation for award for that. So let's bring back our panel and talk about Derrick Chauvin's history. Joey Jackson, a couple of things on this. First off, why are we not hearing more? They wanted 8, they're only getting 2. Why is that?
Yeah, so what happens, Mike, and everyone should know, is that because we value the right to a fair trial so much, that you can't have so much compelling information and evidence against someone that's adverse to their interest included in a trial, right? The trial has to be about what you did today. It can't be about what you did last week, the day before, the week before, the week before that. So there comes a point in time, we call it in legal language prejudicial. It's too prejudicial to include everything you ever did. Otherwise, jurors are going to get the sense you're a bad guy. They're not going to evaluate you on this, they're going to evaluate you on all of that. However, not so fast. The judge will not exclude everything, right? Because they're going to introduce some things. Goes to common plan of scheme, goes to modus operandi, goes to who you are. But remember, when you introduced it there, Mike, when you showed what he did 2017, got the accommodation, rendered aid, put them on the side, think about how powerful that evidence is for the prosecution. That goes to show you knew exactly what to do, you knew exactly what the protocol was, you knew exactly what the procedure was and how you have to put someone on the side, and you got a medal for it, right? So you knew what you had to do, but you didn't do it here. It goes to the issue of depravity, it goes to the issue of criminal activity, and so this in and of itself, the June 2017 incident, is very, very powerful.
All right, let's take a look at another incident here, and this one does not go the same way. It's a female who's trying to twist away. Derrick Chauvin pulls her to the ground in a prone position. Again, we hear that. Kneel on her body to pin her to the ground. Again, moved her out of the house in a prone position. The female is not physically resisting. I'm reading this, and he's using his body weight to pin her to the ground. So that's similar. Misty Maris, so this one, it would seem, would go against Officer Chauvin, or the former Officer Chauvin.
Correct, and as Joey said, the evidentiary rules do not allow us to bring in evidence of prior bad acts, which would tend to impugn somebody's character. However, sometimes a bad act can come in under a different evidentiary rule. So here, this incident was so similar to the incident with George Floyd, the judge is allowing it in. Joey said it before. It's modus operandi. This is not the first time this has happened. Something very similar happened in the past.
Got it.